God damn it, my fridge just had to start out doing that, didn't it? Sorry I haven't really said much. I just haven't really felt well the past couple days, and it's hard to commentate. Because I'm trying to focus on the game just to take my mind away from how I feel. I didn't have that smithing text yet? It's gonna be another stream where I have no voice. Damn it, I couldn't activate my living weapon. Or, it's not that I couldn't, I just didn't activate it early enough. Yeah, it failed. Easy. Oh my god. I have no idea how to get a good punishing with Kusarigama, being that it has no charged attacks. Hey, Jeweler. Out of there. Oh shit. I played like too much of a joker. Dang it. to just use my living weapon. Going that way. Just be smart about it. This thing just has no punishes. That is not working. It's also because it's just not very smart. Oh, I'm so dead. Never mind. I can do that too. Lightning. Oh my god, that actually hit me. The fucking shit box. Come on, stop it, Date. Yank. I like how it doesn't pull me to him, and it doesn't pull him to me, it just does nothing. Give me those hams. Come on. There we go. And he fell on his face. The health is the blue bar. Him and Maria are pretty difficult bosses, but it's also because I'm like stipulating myself and trying not to use my dual swords. I normally like to try to figure out how to use every weapon, even if the other weapons are way less optimal for doing the same exact thing. It's like you can't give one weapon a charged attack that is this fast and does so much damage, and then expect other weapons to be able to compare to that. Dang. He still beat me to the punchline. I don't even know what that attack was, but it did it. Oh no. Even he came all the way out here. The part about health in this game is, at the point in the game I'm at, most people get one shot constantly, because they don't run this type of defense build, nor do they prioritize it. The only type of defense people normally prioritize is what's called received firearms damage. So hard to dodge that. Get him, doggos. No, fucking stupid OP horse in its tracking. It doesn't even do that when you use it. Oh yeah, my tracking sucks too. Whatever. My character just kicks the fucking air. Fucking Williams' turning radius is that of a dump truck. I need to stop trying to use the Kusari Dama. But this is why I always tell people, if they struggle with the game, it's probably because they aren't using dual swords. Because every other weapon just doesn't have good attacks to take advantage of a lot of these bosses. Because these bosses just constantly attack and do charged attacks that will absolutely melt the fuck out of your HP if you're not like 100% resistant to it. He just spins around and kills me, because there's nothing I can do about it. And now I have wind on me, which means I deal even less damage than I was already dealing before. Spin to win. It's the only good thing about the Kusarigama. Yeah, this game will last you a long time. This game is the Borderlands of samurai games, so, in my opinion anyways. I know a lot of people tend to disagree with me when I start talking about games that are in relation to other games, but that's because most people nowadays have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. The whole reason I say that is Souls-like wouldn't be this like pseudo genre if people had half a fucking mind to begin with. Imagine if the entire COD community went around calling Battlefield a COD clone. Even though it has a bunch of its own unique things in it that aren't in COD, it doesn't matter because the base gameplay is that of the same. So, I don't know. I get super flustered. And we got him. How was that? Skyrim. This game is way more focused on the gameplay. It doesn't have an open world. This game is more designed like old PlayStation 2 action games. You pick a level, you start that level. Once you complete that level, you get mission rewards and stuff for it. And then you're presented with like a map screen or a hub screen. Very old PlayStation 2 style of doing things. 'Cause most games nowadays just do an open world because they can. They don't have any logic for doing it. Half of the time an open world just makes their game feel even less of like an actual game, because there's just a bunch of empty space with fucking nothing in it. And it's like, I'd much rather have a game that focuses you on a certain thing than a game where it's just like, oh yeah, you can go anywhere and do anything, but 90% of that is like pointless, and 90% of it is just copy and paste. Like in Skyrim. Like, there's just so much copy and paste in that game that it's not even funny. The only difference you'll find is in the actual storylines themselves, of the little, like, side quests and stuff that you'll do. Because, I mean, the combat isn't very involved. Not unless you add some mods. I mean, of course, modded Skyrim is as good as you want it to be, sort of thing. Not that I'm trying to dog on Skyrim. It's just, it's an open world sort of game, and I feel like open world games have only become worse over time because developers think they figured out, in quotes, what people like in open world games. Also, the game I'm going to be playing a lot of after this is Monster Hunter World. Whoops. Monster Hunter is even more hardcore than this game. Well, endgame Monster Hunter is, anyways. How? How did he not hear and or see that? Just cut his buddy's head off. Yeah, that's a very, very, like, tough, hardcore game, late game. I mean, just going through, like, the normal missions and stuff like that is pretty easy, but, Monster Hunter has a thing called, like, G rank in it, which basically means that you'll be fighting really, really hard missions. Oh my god, he grabbed me out of my dodge. Oh my god, this is why I don't use the Odachi anymore. It's not even that it's slow, it just doesn't do enough damage for how slow it is. Oh my god, my fucking... And another reason the fucking Odachi sucks. Your Guardian Spirit attack goes through the enemy. So geniusly designed. It's almost like a Japanese person made it. Fucking retards. Jesus. I couldn't swing fast enough to punish him when he was out of key. He just one-tapped me. This is why I tell people not to do Odachi builds. The axe is better than the Odachi, and it's slower, but at least the axe hits like a fucking dump truck. The axe is like you just threw a school bus at a kid. If I was using the axe, he would be dead already. Oh yeah, it would make sense. I mean, I'm not built for any of these specific weapons that I'm using. I'm not... My character isn't really built for anything specifically. I use spears and single swords well. That's about it. Because body is what spears scale with the most. And then heart is what single katanas scale with the most. Dang it. Oh, thanks. Thanks, bruh. The red enemy weakened my weapons. You know what? I'm just gonna use the best weapon in the game. Why am I even using the other weapons is the real question. Just use the dual swords. They have the best moveset in the game. Here's Screamer. It's my favorite character. Duel me. Nice. Nice. He's such a difficult enemy to deal with. That's why he's my favorite. If any of the other weapons in the game could do what I just did there to that one enemy, it would be worth saying that they could be compared to the dual swords. But The only other one that can compare to that is the single sword. Oh, you can hit people from behind with the dual swords. It's almost like the developers of the game like the dual swords more than any other weapon. And it's why they had to give them the 2 shitty skills in the last DLC. Oh yeah, of course I was just toying with that guy. The Screamer dude? Screamer guy is my favorite enemy in the game. Because he only appears in that one specific spot. On that map only. In the map that he's originally located in, normally you don't even get to see him because 2 normal enemies end up killing him. And then they make him into a normal enemy. Because normally he's like one of those dudes, because there's a map in this game where there's like a bunch of these randomly, well, not randomly placed, but they're named after like real people who died. And that Screamer dude is one of them. You find him right next to like the 2nd or 3rd shrine on the map. But again, normally the 2 enemies that he spawns next to kill him before he can like actually do anything. Because he's so slow and so shit. As you just saw there, all you have to do to avoid that dude is just take 1 step backwards. He's like the least terrifying enemy in the game. Like, the first enemy that you fight in the game is more terrifying of an enemy than him. Because this game doesn't just start you right out in Japan. This game, again, I hate saying it because I say it so much, but this game is more akin to old PlayStation 2 games in the way that it's designed. And that is one of the things that I guess you would say it sort of takes from it. Is that it has like a prologue level, and the prologue level you don't get to use like 50% of the mechanics. It's pretty much just escape this jail is the first map of this game. Which it's good. I think it introduces players to it, because if you just put a player in with everything that you see on my screen right now, they just would be like, I don't even know where to start with trying to learn this. Even though it's not that complicated. It's just at face value, if someone sees a cluttered UI, they're going to immediately assume it's way more complicated than it actually is. It's just how all games look. Well, I say all games, I mean like action games and stuff like that. They all look super complicated until you play them, and then it's like, oh yeah, that ain't that hard. The most complicated thing about this game is the key pulse mechanic. The attacking and key pulsing. Most people just can't get that down, and it normally takes them a good couple playthroughs of the game before they even remotely get into the mindset of trying to key pulse all the time. Or, like, learning when it's good to key pulse versus key pulse dodge. And stuff. Because a lot of people, and if you go and watch a lot of people's first playthroughs, almost every single fucking Souls YouTuber called key pulsing useless when the game came out. And said, oh yeah, you don't need to key pulse, and you don't need to change stances. You can just sit in mid stance the entire time. And you can, but the game is going to be really fucking boring. And that's why some people have such a negative stigma towards this game. Because they play it for the Souls experience, which Souls experience is a bunch of thematically themed enemies, all placed around their individual and respective levels that are tough to deal with in their own right, but aren't copy and pasted from another area of the game. They're normally themed. Skeleton area is skeleton area, and you don't see skeletons outside of skeleton area. That's normally how that game goes. In this game, any enemy could be at any point in the game because that's not the point of the yokai in the game. Because this game is, again, it's more just a dungeon crawler. It's a dungeon crawler without you being in a dungeon. Just instead of crawling through dungeons, you're crawling through main missions which are set up to, like, both tell a story and be just a functional, playable level with enemies in it. Because it's like I tell most people, if you come into this game expecting hundreds of unique enemies and all that jazz, it's not gonna have that. And it'll be absolutely fucking disappointing in that regard if that's what you're expecting the game to be. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, there are cutscenes, it's just you haven't been able to see any because I've been in the Abyss. And the Abyss doesn't have any cutscenes. The Abyss is just like, I guess you'd say, a boss rush type mode combined with like temporary get in, get out dungeon type thing. I don't know, it's a very weird system. Because if you die twice in the Abyss, you get kicked out. And you get sent back to the map screen. And you lose all of your defiled items, which is why I ask this question every time you go from floor to floor. It will say, you will be unable to bring back your defiled items until you complete the floor. Because if I go to the other cloud that's over there, I'll just leave the Abyss. And then I'll take my defiled items out. Yeah, there are cutscenes, but again, I also have the cutscenes turned off. Hold on. Skipped watch movies automatically. See, if I put it onto manually, it would show more cutscenes. And then there's little story things like this from all of the missions. And then, of course, just... I like how they never updated this item rarity thing. I mean, hell, even in the base game, there's divine armor, which they don't even have on that. Let me go by. The glowing dogs? What do you mean? Oh, you mean my doggos? On the boat and stuff? Those are my guardian spirits. I also have Kato on, which is another dog. I have it on just for the fact it's a dog, because it's not really a good off spirit for doing offensive stuff. It just gives me more ki, having him as an off spirit. I should have really used my axe and just dunked him right off the start. Oh my god. Never mind, I'm the dunked. Oh my god. He perfectly timed that. You know what this calls for? Oh, we got it. I teleported back to the shrine. Alright, let's try this again this time. But this time we're gonna go sloth, we're gonna go weakness, and we're gonna dunk a Rooney this douche nozzle. Dunked. There we go. Much easier. In the upper left-hand corner of the screen, that's what you're seeing on the boat. Up here. See? Now Kato shows up. Doggos. Oh wait, wrong way. There's a lot of other guardian spirits in the game too. I just use these two because they're my favorite. I like how Kato is the one that's on the front of that. The little rat's pretty cute. He smokes a little pipe. Then there's Old Man. He also smokes a pipe. There's a cat. Nine-tailed fox. There's a spirit for everyone. Oh, I'll show you next time I get on one of those boats. What? You didn't get stun locked by it. Holy shit, now I'm dead. Oh my god, her fucking tracking is so ridiculous. Stop that! Holy shit. She can just dash forward infinite amount of times and just grab. I hate her so much. Her boss fight is the most annoying thing in the game. I couldn't even pull out my bow. It wouldn't let me. There we go. Get dunked on. Here's the rat smoking a pipe. You get it? Because he's a fire spirit. If I remember right, the rat is a pretty bad guardian spirit, but we can try using it. Everybody calls it the rat. It's not a rat. I can't remember what it actually is. It's some sort of thing that's related to the rabbit family of animals. I double dodged, but because I was in low stance, it just gave me the shitty fucking dash that just got me caught. That's why I tell people all the time, the dash is not superior. If the dash was better, I wouldn't have gotten caught there. But he just tracked me and caught me anyways. Whereas if I would have rolled, he would have missed. Oh, now my weapons are broken. God damn it! Oh my god, that's exactly what I need too, is fucking phone call. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, I was right. It's pretty useless. Oh my word, he just fucking tracks you, dude. I wish I had fucking tracking that good when using the fucking tonfas. Maybe they'd actually be good. But no, only fucking bullshit-ass Sarutobi gets to have that much fucking tracking. Hold on, let me put Kato back on. Either that or Windmill Girl. Windmill. Whirlwind Girl. Dash speed's pretty cool. That'll let me Discord stuff. No, he's throwing turd circles. Thanks, dude. I'm probably going to try to Discord this person depending on who the boss is. Oh, wait, shit. Oh. Well, no Discording is going to happen here. Wait, maybe. We'll go like this. She kicks up some whirlwind action. And I go like this. Sorry, I was checking something. He never hits me when I'm standing there. Dang, dude. Why did I try to roll it? That 360-degree tracking. I dare someone to try and debate that with me. Yeah, I should have known that would happen. I tried to run and dodge at the same time, but the fucking inputs got confused. There we go. Just get him out of here. Just exit stage left. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Wanted to grab myself another drink, too. Cyan. Oh, wait. Damn it. I was hoping that was a whetstone. Whoops, sorry, I just smacked the mic. Oh my god, 11,000 damage. Sure. I know what I can use against her, though. There we go, thanks. All I wanted to do is reset at low HP. Oh my god, I forgot to dodge. Skill. Does she just float there? Yeah. Dang, I do a lot of damage with that thing. Oh shit, I forgot to message my friend earlier who messaged me. Fuck. I was checking my inventory to make sure I had enough space. That's everything. What floor was that on? Ooh, 877, perfect. The floor I was going to defile on. First, let me... I'm sorry, this is like the most boring part of my streams always, is when I go to defile my soul matching plus value inheritance items. I have to do it if I want to keep my gear current. One sec. Wow, he just got destroyed. Got him. Oh my god, shut up, refrigerator. He almost killed me. Yeah. Sorry about that. Normally the reason why I don't really do that many streams around this hour is because normally everything gets busy around where I live. God damn it. Even with a broken weapon, the spear still hits pretty hard in living weapon. Of course, I always say broken, it's really weakened, but it doesn't matter. She just does reduced action speed. Lie home. $880. This is going to be the floor where I'm going to stop this stream. I might stream again later on tonight, like I have been doing recently. No! Fucked up. Get dunked on. Using my spear, because I've been using the dual sword so much recently, I felt like I had to use something else. No, it's not the normal amount that I do. Next time I stream, hopefully we'll end up in the 900s. I wanted to check something. Alright, it says 124 is the highest plus value that I've obtained. We'll see if that's true or not. Nope, it's not. Yeah, 126. And a 125. Well, I'm gonna get off here. As much as I probably shouldn't, because I actually do have people watching me right now. But I'm just gonna do my armor real quick. While I do this, thanks for watching, everyone. Even if you haven't said anything. Man, I got a lot of boots. I'm gonna have so much of that shit now. What was that sound? God damn it, refrigerator. Always scares the fuck out of me. Let's do our weapons. Why do I always get a wooden sword? Those turned into Futsunushi. Alright. I'll do all the soul matching and stuff off stream, I think. I just wanted to look over and see what I had, if anything was actually a decent upgrade. That 125 is. Yeah, for the most part, we just got a lot of the same, or around the same level stuff. Yeah, 123 seems to be the highest piece of gear we have. I was just looking at my defense and stuff. We're up to 7,000 attack. 7,200 with the spear. And 7,300 with my axe. Not even at max familiarity. But I'll be back probably later on tonight. Either that or tomorrow. To play some Monster Hunter when it comes online. Sorry, I had really bad indigestion there for a second. But until next time, everyone, peace out. And thanks again for watching.